Hey there. Let's talk about conditioning documents. What does that mean? Conditioning documents means that from the very get-go, the very first paragraph or so, you know as the reader the roles and positions and hats, titles that the names or entities listed in that document hold, the positions that they're in, like however you want to say it. Let's talk about it from a perspective of trusts. Okay. There's been, and thank you guys, by the way, and there's some awesome, I don't know what's up with Facebook, man. Facebook, like nobody comments, nobody does anything on Facebook. However, like on TikTok, you guys have awesome questions. You have awesome comments, like fantastic discussion. And it's so much appreciated because we're all learning. We all have stuff to learn from each other. So thank you. Keep it up. Those of you guys on Facebook, come on, guys, interact. Okay, questions on TikTok have been about the titles, the grantor. Well, it says the grantor is text case, upper lowercase, or all caps. Is it conditioned though? So, from our knowledge, as we have studied language and we have studied legalese, we know that all uppercase is absolutely referring to the US person. The all caps name, hello, very conveniently or creatively named. We know that that's the all caps name. But go into court and the judge is going to argue with you. And I've seen these court cases. I've actually been in them myself personally. I've had some issues. And I have played I'm the agent, I'm the authorized representative agent pursuant to, what is it, UCC 3-402. Judge doesn't like it. They get really pissed off and angry. But I was in there for a different purpose. I wasn't in that situation because I was representing or the agent for the trust. So if we're talking about the trust, which is what we are right now, who is the grantor? Even if it is in all caps names or all caps letters, which I really hope it's not in your trust, but if it is, even if it's in text case, if in the next or first paragraph or two, the document, the name is not conditioned properly, then you're leaving everything open for presumption. And the IRS works on presumption. We know that. This entire system works on presumption that we don't know who the fuck we are, right? That I don't know that I'm a living woman, that I think I'm the US person, all caps name on the driver's license. I know damn well I'm not. And I don't want to argue. I've listened to some people and I absolutely disagree. I was talking to some group and they said, there is no difference. I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. I totally disagree. On principle, we know it to be true that there is a US person that is created on behalf of the little girl that was born, the little boy that was born, and there is an account. We know the social security number is an account tied to that all caps name. Old social security cards used to say account number. I talked about that in another video. It doesn't say account number anymore, but everything has been just manipulated and morphed into something that it can be used to control us. Let me put it that way. So back to presumption and conditioning a document properly. So from the very beginning, Mary Jane Doe, okay, grantor, Mary Jane Doe. Is Mary Jane Doe a living woman? U.S. person. This is what conditioning is. Mary Jane Doe. Let me back up. Colon, Mary dash Jane colon Doe, right? House of Doe, family of Doe, however you want to say it. But the colons separate the given name, okay? First, middle name, right, is who I am. I am not the family name. That is a non-living name. That is a clan name, a tribe name, a house of, family of, but it is not the living me, right? Or we'd all have, the same name, and it just isn't. So we are given our given name. They have changed it into first name and middle name, but it's not. It's our given name. So our given name is the first dash middle name. The colons protect from a legal perspective. They protect that name from anything being added before or after. Okay, so whenever you sign the name, you write your autograph, appellation, whatever, however you want to say it. If there's an X, you cross that baby out. Cross that out, write the word by, colon, first dash middle, okay, your given name, colon, your last name. What you are saying in there is very specific, okay? What you are saying in that moment is, I am a living woman. This is a given name. It is separate from the last name, okay? That is different than first, middle, last, whether it's all caps or text case, upper, lowercase. It really doesn't matter. I've had conversations that have turned into like, we agree to disagree, and I have my side, and I really truly believe what I believe, and you can believe what you want to believe. With public officials, not public, public actors, let me put it that way. In courts, in recording, with notaries. Some notaries are just absolutely ridiculous. When it comes to conditioning, though, it is very important. Look at your documents. If the documents are not conditioned properly and your name is not conditioned, then I would strongly consider or recommend you consider editing those documents so that if you are the living man or woman in a document, you use colon, first dash middle, colon, last name. Oftentimes in the trust I create, the grantor is the living man or woman. Jane dash Mary, colon, Jane dash Mary, colon, house of Doe, colon, sui juris, living woman. That is literally in the first paragraph of any of the trusts. Well, not the irrevocable trust, because it's a nominee grantor, so it is a true irrevocable trust, but you can still be the trustee, meaning you can still manage it, as opposed to you being the grantor and you having someone else be the trustee, saying, hoping that they don't, pilfer your estate, right? We've had enough of that with the federal government. So go back and look at your documents. Just because it's upper lowercase does not mean anything. I have never, and I say never, once seen a trust, besides the ones that I have created, that condition the name. It sucks. It's unfortunate. But it is a very important thing for us to learn how to do, so that there is no room for presumption, that there is no, oh, wait, no, that was the U.S. person as the grantor making it a statutory trust. No, it is clearly a non-statutory trust, because the grantor in a living trust is sui juris, living woman or living man.